He painted it white because everybody wanted a white Lotus Esprit James Bond car. So my brother and I bought the Lotus for the Cannonball. We got to running it, and it was great. We had a little incident. We had it straightened out in St. Louis quickly. After the event, we took it home. After a year or two, it was starting to have some mechanical issues. We got through the Cannonball movie with it. Still was a lot of problems because there was only one place in Georgia to get it fixed. And 6 hours from Savannah. We got sort of tired of it. And it was time to move on and try to sell it. I went to a car dealer who dealt in exotics, and he put it in an auto show in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Somebody grabbed the dash plaque off the car during the show that it was a Cannonball entry. And I'm going like, oh, great. But he couldn't move it for a couple of months, and then I finally took it to another place in Hopewell Junction in New Jersey. And he redid the interior because it was pretty sun-faded at that point, and managed to sell it. So I was like, okay, we're done. No more problems. And that was the last I heard of it until out of the blue, I get a call from a guy who says, I think I know where your Lotus is. He says, do you mind if the guy from Lotus calls you up, the records keeper? And I said, sure. So he talks to me. He says, yeah, we found this car. He wants to know if I guess he's in Holland or the Netherlands. And he said, do you want this guy to be able to contact you? I said, sure, why not? And we made contact, and nicest guy. And it was like, oh my God, it's still alive. The Cannonball was sort of the Lotus's and my, moment in the sun. There was another white Lotus, and he made it, we didn't. Again, really no mechanical problems with the cars. He had found this car in Holland somewhere. Somebody had painted it white and did a really shoddy restoration and whatever on it. There's overspray everywhere. He painted it white because everybody wanted a white Lotus Esprit James Bond car. And he started asking me the history, and I told him the color, I told him this and that. He had rightfully decided that he was going to restore it back to the original color. And he's doing a beautiful job. He's always wanted an Esprit. And again, it was white. He didn't know the history. But he knew it was an American car because it had the side clearance marker lights on it. And you could see where it had the air pump on the engine for smog emissions. And he was curious. Where did this car come from? Was it American? And that's how we were able to finally hook it together. He sent me some photos over it, and I could tell immediately, like, some of the struts were mounted wrong on the rear deck to hold up the hatch. The overspray, obviously. The interior was wrong. And just general things about the car that I remember. And he was able to work from that. He sanded it down. He got to the blue that was there originally and decided, yes, this is the way to go. And he just took it from there. So it was interesting to be able to see it, to help him verify that it was, the right car, and to help him with the decisions as to what to do with, the paint, the interior. So I sent him all these pictures that I had from the original. And he's going from there. After the Cannonball movie, I decided, it might be a good idea to have this thing say, yes, this car ran in the Cannonball and was in the Cannonball movie. So I called Brock up and said, would you verify that this car was in the movie? He goes, yes, type something up and send it to me. I'll sign it and send it back to you. And I got that, and I said, this is good. This will help establish in case later on, we still have the car and we want to use that as a selling point. It turns out I have it, and I showed it to the guy in Holland or the Netherlands who has it, and it's perfect. I mean, he's got the one. He's very impressed and very happy. The VINwiki app is really an amazing little piece for doing research to find cars if you've had them in the past and you're interested to find out where they are now. This happened just out of the blue. This was before VINwiki came along. Lotus fortunately keeps meticulous records, and it was such a good feeling to be able to know that it was still out there and somebody had it, they love it, they want to take care of it, and it continues to go. I mean, it was a great little car. It has a nice little history to it, more so than most. This is a really good thing. It felt really good to be able to hook up with something that from so long ago. I don't think he'll ever bring it back, but If it's finished, I'd like to go see it.
We'd like to thank Avalon King for their continued support of the VINwiki YouTube channel. You can check out the link in the description below for a discount on their Armor Shield 9 ceramic coating, or enter the code VINwiki at checkout. It adds hardness to the paint, increased clarity, and makes it much easier to clean. So be sure to check them out today.